And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Blazing Pedals. Sunday nights here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We're tuning in for qualifying for the Clash. My name is Chris. Joining me as always, my good friend Rick Hammond Jr. Rick, how are you tonight, brother?
Hey, brother, I'm doing good, man. Excited to be back here tonight.
Well, here we go, getting ready for not a points race, but we're gonna see some names that maybe we don't know, and we're going to see some paint jobs, all the off-season work starting to come into focus here tonight. Next week kicks us off live here at Daytona. And speaking of live here at Daytona, that happens to be the site right now of the Clash. Qualifying happening right now. It's open qualifying, 10 minutes, and we're already a ways into it. And right now it looks like Jordan McAvoy. Yeah. And there he is. We're learning names here tonight. It looks like he is top dog out there on the speed charts, Rick.
Yeah, right now you're right, Chris. I mean, talking about that, beginning of the season, we do have some new names out there. Now, of course, these are all the guys who didn't actually qualify for the main feature of the Clash. So these guys are qualifying and getting ready to do a 20-lap race to get into that feature here tonight. And of course, there's some money on the line. So, but some new names and some names that we know, Chris. We know James Miller out there. We got Jeffrey Fisher out there. Both those drivers we know. Opie, he's out there in the 2. So, and of course, we got the other Shermanator, this Shermanator out there. Of course, there's Terry. We know that he had a foot injury there at the end of last season, so he wasn't able to do the best. But right now, sitting in 6th on the scoring board.
Yeah, let's not.
That's not rooting for him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's not lie too much. It wasn't a foot injury. He had the COVID foot.
He had the COVID foot. He did.
Well, anyway, it is gonna be a lot of fun. As you mentioned, there's some names out there we know, and they are quick. Watch out for that James Miller machine, the 09, and his friend Jeffrey Fisher. Aiden Wheeler out there gonna try and get it done. Amanda Sherman making a first time appearance for the TNA drivers. Amanda Sherman, wife of the Shermanator. This is gonna be good, right? I'm watching, and man, I'm actually kind of tuned in here. I'm rubbing my hands together. Matt Gruenberg's out there. Holy goodness. Watch out for him.
We haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, that is, we got some names out there. And everybody's coming here for a purpose. They want to make their name known right here for the Blazing Pedals live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Want to go ahead and thank everybody out there in chat, although it looks like a lot of them are drivers here. Boys, I hope you're ready to go. There are some names here that you may not know, but I do, and they're going to step up the competition. Nice pack formed up here in this qualifying session. Let's see. I'm getting pinged over here, Rick, by our admin, so I'm just answering some questions and such.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been off. It's been a great off season. Hopefully these guys had a good off season too, Chris. And of course, we rebuilt the overlays and everything, and got everything ready for the start of the season. Here we are with the Clash, so pretty excited. I'm just trying to figure out. Nothing is where I normally have it. I'm using what you sent me, and it's just taking me a little bit also. It's all good.
So, funny story about that. While I did start redoing them, and you have that, I went back to last year's for this because I realized there were a couple things that I was missing.
Okay, so that's probably why I'm wasting time looking for stuff that's not here then.
Yep. Hey, listen, man, you know, it was a long off season and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. In fact, I could do it all again.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Alrighty. Looks like we've got some cameras starting to fall into place here. Last season's champion, I can see that ugly mug. Don Kilrow sitting in his chair, waiting for the next time by. 56 seconds left of this qualifying session, Rick, and then we're going to get underway.
And that's when it's going to get exciting.
New year, new car, the Xfinity Series, ready to roll here this season. And I know that these guys have been running them quite a bit, trying to get a handle on them. Corey Sherman out there cheering on the wife.
No, I don't know how I feel having that 8 on a Toyota. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the Terminator after the off season.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is.
Right now, Amanda doing great. Right now, sitting in 6th position, Chris.
Yeah, not bad at all as the checkered flag falls on that qualifying session. Matt Gruenberg, the quick man around here in his well, I guess we're going to have to fix that, Rick. Yep, we're going to have to fix that. Going to have to use the old custom numbers. Gruenberg, the 54 on your screen, the 12 in your timing and scoring, the fast man around the track as we get ready to go for our very first grid of the season. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I've been waiting on this for a little while.
I mean, listen, it's Daytona. I mean, how could you not be ready? And then we get Daytona again next Sunday. So I'm super excited. You know me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, it's going to be fun. All right. That's not right. We're not going to do that. Rick, if you want to go ahead and start with that, I've got some headings and stuff I had fixed, but then I have to change again.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. But yes, so we are grading, folks, and we're getting ready. So Matt Gruenberg in the 12 is going to be sitting on the pole here with Team AV, and his teammate is going to be on his outside. That's Jordan McBoy in the 66. Jeffrey Fisher qualified the 98, Team AV. I mean, they got the front row going. He's going to be in third. Joshua Rutherford, work in progress, racing number 55 in fourth. James Miller, another Team AV teammate in the 09, is going to be starting in fifth position. Amanda Sherman of TNA Motorsports taking over Terry's position there. In the 8, going to be starting in 6th. Terry Foster of TNA Motorsports in the 86, going to be starting in 7th, with Casey Campbell of Speed Mafia in the 73 starting in 8th. Cody Moore in the 52 from Cyclone Racing going to be starting in 9th, with Hayden Wheeler with Run It Fast Motorsports Got his 4 qualified in the 10th position. Randy McBoy in the 61. Team AV also going to be starting in 11th position with Jacob Hoppy in MT2 Esport. Number 2 going to be starting in 12th. And we have Rick Thompson, Speed Mafia number 76 and 13th, with Mike Hilton in the 28. Limitless Motorsports going to be starting in 14th. Josh Klinger in the 17. Oceanside Cleaners Racing going to be starting in 15th. Next to him is going to be Matt Hackenthorn. There we go. 84 with the Daily Am Motorsports going to be starting in 16th. Tanner Marr qualified his 5 Kings Motorsports number 21 and 17th, with Kent Big in the 34, going to be starting in 18th. David Seats in the Limitless Motorsports number 14th, going to be 19th. Jake Elrod in the Oceanside Cleaners Racing number 18, going to be starting 20th. And rounding out that field, Jordan DeCola of Limitless Motorsports in the 43, 21st.
Look, you had it. I knew you had it, and I let you roll with it.
Thank you. I'm sorry you didn't say you were ready yet, bud.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
That's going to be the only time this season, though. Just kidding.
All right. Yeah, I know. No grid music, no nothing. Tonight is, it's kind of a warm-up run for us, as much as it is for these drivers getting ready to go. And look, I got plenty of stuff planned for you guys here this year. Let's not expect it all to happen on the first night, okay? We love you. That's why we're here. I mean, everybody but Mark. And Terry. I know, we kind of like Terry. Hey, look! Terry's on the inside, 4th row back. Gonna be starting in 7th spot here. It's gonna be cool to see Grunberg and Fisher and Miller. I mean, Rick, it's been it's been, what, 2 years since we've seen those guys racing on a track, and it'll be good to see just where they stand nowadays.
I mean, Grunberg, Miller, Fisher, I mean, those guys, you know, we've called them in multiple races as the pace car is heading down pit road, Chris. And green flag is out. Grunberg gets a really good start here.
Oh, yes. Some things haven't changed. Here we go, green flag, and they're going to be heading into turn number 1, the high banks of Daytona, 2.5 mile track, and it's just a matter of seeing who is going to make it here. Looks like we have no laps, but we have a time countdown, interestingly enough.
You have a time. I have 20 laps to go.
Okay,
this
good.
This is a 20 lap, 20 lap run.
Because I don't have that. Top 5 on the board upstairs, and these guys are rolling through the corners very well. We're getting up to speed here. Should be touching on about 200 miles an hour as the cars warm up, the tires wear in, and the track rubbers up. Mrs. Shermanator in the top 5 now gets kicked out by Rutherford. Rutherford on the outside trying to make that thing move. Outside line, it is going to be Gruenberg, followed by the 66 of McAvoy. And the inside lane is Jeffrey Fisher with James Miller right behind him.
TNA Motorsports working that inside lane, Chris. Here he's got to get up to that back bumper just a little bit closer, but he's right there from Sherman in that 8 machine.
Terry,
That's my new favorite car.
Terry Foster wants to qualify desperately for the main event here tonight. And he's proven it out. I think it was said, Rick, that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was talking, Terry Foster, we're talking about the 86 on the inside lane there behind the 8. Terry was not very comfortable with these cars. Didn't think he might even make it to the main event here tonight.
Yeah, he's actually mentioned to me a few times within the past week that he goes, hey, listen, if I don't make it, can I come in? And I said, come on now, Terry, you're going to make it. You just got to want to make it. And I think he's trying.
Look out for that top side lane. Dolph Rushforth goes up to the top side. And here comes the 73. That's Casey Campbell working the inside. And he goes around. So Rutherford goes back one spot. Got up just out of position a little bit. Went to that high lane. And paid the price as Casey Campbell took him on the middle lane and went around. Ooh, a little bit of wheel from the 8 machine. Amanda Sherman with her hands full. Look at how close these cars are. Oh, let's see. We got Serby out there. We got Tom Morosco, Daddy Cool, Curtis Kelly, Big Bad Brian D is out there. David Bennett, guys, good to see y'all out there. Marky Smith, Jason Powell. It is good to be back, guys. Can't wait to watch some of the exciting action that you are going to be bringing this season and all season long, man. It is going to be fun. Jeffrey Fisher leads the way here in that beautiful white number 98. He is being followed by longtime friend James Miller. To their outside, here comes Gruenberg. And Rick, if you recall, Gruenberg had a way of making his way to the front, and it looks like he's starting to do it again.
Oh, I remember it. I remember very well, Chris, and that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, these guys, those 3 guys right now in the top 3, they have raced together for quite a while. And so they know the tricks. They know how each other races. But, man, there's some new names out there that's pretty cool. I mean, Jordan McAvoy doing a great job in the 66 there, sitting in the 4th position right now. Amanda, she's not just the Shermanator. She is Miss Sherman 8 Tour. I love that. That paint is just awesome.
Yeah, a lot of other new names. Cody Moore out there in the number 52. He's running in the top 10 right now. How about Randy McAvoy, Josh Klinger, Mike Hamlin?
Yeah, lots of new names. I love it. I love seeing Blazing Pedals grow, man. I mean, this is what, our 4th or 5th season broadcasting with these guys, and new names. We love it.
Absolutely do. Of course, all this brought to you by TRJKarting.com. Gotta go ahead and thank Tim Habiak. Oh man, oh Timmy.
Which there's a surprise, I'm gonna tell you, but Chris, Terry's gonna love this when he rewatches this. But I have my infamous TRJ Karting T-shirt on right now. Okay, the one that he said that I have to get rid of and get a new one, but there's just no way, man. I mean, this thing's still holding up good. I wear it a lot, as you know, and it's just starting to crack in the lettering a little bit, but we take care of it, man. And I got it on here for the season opening here at Blazing Pedals because we love Tim.
So much fun. Such high speeds. Oh, we're getting a little wiggling going on back here. Let's keep an eye on it. Looks like the 4 of Hayden Wheeler was getting a little wiggly on that outside lane. Wheeler definitely not a new name here. Hayden goes his way around the Blazing Pedals, guys. Oh, touching on the 2. Oh my Lord. A little soon for that, guys. Although I'm assuming, Rick, that the laps are winding down pretty good here.
They are. We got 11 laps left to go, my friend.
Okay. Hey, you're gonna have to give me a prize of that for some reason, and not keeping track of laps.
Hey, you're doing good, bud. You're doing good.
I'm gonna have to beat that thing up here when we go on break. And that is something we gotta talk about, guys. This is just one of 2 parts here tonight, but you don't have to go anywhere. We're gonna stay right here online and in this server so that we can bring you all the action. Although I will be putting up some commercials and maybe a black screen so we can talk to people while some work gets done on the backside. Jeffrey Fisher leading the way still, but Gruenberg on the outside with 10 laps to go. Gruenberg is really starting to make a push on that outside lane. He does have some help, the 66 right there. Jordan McAvoy proving out he deserves to be here as he is running up front. Amanda Sherman, she has definitely had some practice time. And she is looking perfect on that bottom lane, Rick.
But, that's something that, I talked to Corey a little bit and, and Aaron and, these guys have been practicing throughout the offseason. I mean, especially Terry a little bit because, he was a little bit worried about the car. Obviously these guys, they gone from, when we started with them, I believe it was the K&N cars, and then they went to the trucks, or it might have been the trucks and the K&N, but, they switched back and forth between those 2 vehicles. And this season they decided to go with the Xfinity, which honestly I love, Chris, because now, we don't have a full field here. We will, for the season, 43 drivers are signed up. But what I love about it is we're seeing the Toyota Supras, we're seeing, the Ford Mustangs, we're seeing those Chevy Camaros out there, and I love that aspect of it. It's not just stickers. The guys did try to make those cars, obviously Speed Mafia, they were running that Dodge throughout the season, last season on the K&N Archer cars. But now they're totally different. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I'm getting ready and excited to see some of the MF design cars that I've been hearing so much about in the off season.
Yes, actually, MF Designs, Michael Clark, actually a associate sponsor here with the Blazing Pedals this season, Chris. And obviously, me, I love paints and everything, and Michael is one of those guys that I followed for quite a while, and it's been really nice throughout the off season to see all the cool designs, man. We're in for some massive treats this season. We saw some good ones last season, but a lot of them have changed, and I'm excited about that. And of course, another associate sponsor here tonight, David Lamb over at Pay to Win Setups. All the information also down in the description here, underneath the Turn 3 video here on YouTube. But Pay to Win Setups, head on over there. David Lamb does a great job over there. They also do coaching if you don't know how to, if you can't find your driving line, you can get up with those setup coaches, and they actually teach you a little bit, about tire saving and all that good stuff. So definitely head on over to paytowinsetups.com and, get yourself a good setup. All setups this season, instead of Mark dealing with all that stuff, he's contracted it out, and I think we're going to see some really good racing. I've seen and heard a lot of good things about Pay to Win.
Well, I'm watching these cars. They're handling the speed very well here tonight. And so far, so good. Pay to Win. Looks like it's going to be a very good investment here so far, as the high banks of Daytona getting ripped and shredded by these Xfinity cars. I'm loving this. Too wide since the drop of the green flag, and now some starting. It looks like the 4. Hayden Wheeler taking it up the sucker hole. Hayden Wheeler going to try and advance forward.
That's what you got to do, man. It's time to go 3 wide. It's time to go.
And that didn't last long. He got a couple of positions out of it, and that was it. Hayden Wheeler now sitting in the 9th position. Oh, he does it again. Back into the sucker hole he goes. Hayden Wheeler making a move. Can he do it in the middle? The 55 gonna try and stay on the outside. Can't do it. Oh, baby, it's getting tight. Speaking of MF Designs, Hayden Wheeler Beautiful white and green machine. I'm loving that thing. That is awesome. It is bunching up, Rick.
It is definitely. I mean, it's starting. It's 5 laps to go, man. So it's getting good out there, guys. And well, I should just say drivers. We can't just say guys now. But drivers out there doing everything that they possibly can to try to lock themselves into the class, Chris. There's a little bit of money involved here tonight. So some, guys want to get out there. Drivers want to get out there and do what they have to do.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Aiden Wheeler going for a ride. Caution with 5 to go.
With some banged up, big banged up guys out there.
Aiden was pushing that thing with everything he had. Let's go back and take a peek. Oh, the 28 comes in, makes a little contact. Then they make contact again, and it's checkup time, but you are not going to check up at 200 miles an hour, Rick. It is bury into each other. And boy, there are some names involved with that one. Joshua Rutherford, Aiden Wheeler, Ken Vig, Dave Seats, all involved with that one. And Matt Gruenberg has found the lead with 4 laps to go. Everything was looking so good.
It is tough, Chris. I mean, you're out there, you're trying to make the moves. We know that the laps are starting to count down. These guys are hearing that, and they want to do whatever they possibly can to make those moves to be up towards the front. And it's going to happen. It's Daytona, baby.
Yeah, baby. I'm loving it, though.
Speaking of Daytona, my father-in-law's down there right now, soaking up some, well, not sunshine right now, but what's today?
Well, some people not going to make it here to the Clash tonight, Rick, and what a shame. But that's all right. They're getting some seat time. Valuable seat time, in fact. Going to be able to come back and try it again next week.
That's the thing, and we haven't really talked much about it, but these guys have a long season, Chris. We're going to be starting obviously today here with the Clash and going all the way until December 19th. It's going to be a nice long season, so these folks have a lot of time to do what they got to do.
Jeffrey Fisher up front in that number 98. Right. He's up 2 positions to get there. Matt Gruenberg down 1, but sitting there nicely in 2nd spot. James Miller holds on to the 3rd spot. Jordan McAfee is in 4th. And then there's Amanda Sherman. Amanda hanging on to that 5th spot. And Rick, she's been there almost since the beginning when she went up that 1 position. Cody Moore sitting in the 6th position. Casey Campbell sitting in 7th. Terry Foster back to 8th. Matt Hackathorn sitting in the 9th position. Rounding out the top 10, it's going to be Randy McAvoy. And I want to thank everybody in the top 10 for getting it done right. We got the pictures up. We're going to have the information coming at you this season. Really good stuff. Thank you. Take a look out of the gyro cam here under caution, looking forward to the pace car. The Ford Mustang, lights are off. That means we're going to be going back to green here this time by.
Got somebody down in the TRJ Karting room who is interested in joining us here too. I'll let you decide who you think that's going to be.
Oh, I already know.
He's already bothered you, huh?
I got a text from him earlier, and I said I hadn't drank enough yet.
Well, it depends. Are you drinking milk tonight, or are you drinking something else, buddy?
Water and maybe something else.
I'm ready to see him up here.
Yeah, we'll get him up here in between. Pace cars coming down on the pit road. We're gonna have 2 laps to go as we get ready to fire it up. Green flag waves. Jeffrey Fisher hard on the accelerator pedal. Gruenberg a little slow on that restart. Could cost him the win here on this battle to get into the clash here tonight. We're gonna find out because it is gonna get tight. 2 laps to go around this 2.5 mile track.
Oh.
Caution on the track one more time.
And I do believe the 61 was involved with that.
Randy McAvoy, let's go back and take a peek. Oh, that was sudden. He was involved with it, but he didn't get the worst of it.
Oh, he definitely
Oh my
didn't.
Lord, it all happened right behind him.
Kind of really looks like it might have been a little bit of net code.
And his rear end's torn up a little bit, but by and large, the car, well, I guess the right front's pretty messed up too. That's all right. We'll just gather them all back up and do it again. Josh Kane out there. We'd love to have you, bud. Big time names, big time drivers trying to make their way in. Some rookie drivers looking good out there.
So from race control, there's going to be no penalty. It was definitely a net code issue, Chris. So there's going to be no penalty, and we're just going to get back, get these cars lined back up, and get back under green.
Beautiful situation. All right, now I guess we can't put it off anymore. I mean, we were kind of here because of this guy. Let's see if he's available to talk. Tim Habiak. It's Chris and Rick. You got a copy.
What's up, buddy? How are you guys?
Oh my gosh, did you get a new mic off season?
I've got it taped with my COVID protection cover.
Wow, sounding better than ever before. Tim Habiak, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, buddy. How are you guys?
Oh man, you know, we're having fun, and that's all it's about.
Good.
So what do we got coming this season? What can you share with us that's happening with the TRJ stuff?
Oh man, our business is just booming. It's growing. I mean, it's hard to even really put into words how much it's growing, and you know, the support we're getting from everybody, and you know, the business wise side of it, and then you know, trying to expand on this whole iRacing deal and everything else like that. And you know, we decided to step it up this year and do something to kick off the season. You know, typically these guys are racing for money at the end of the year with the point stuff, and you know, we decided to kick it up a notch and kick it off with something special we haven't done in the years previous. So I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready.
Oh, I've been more than ready. And I dig it. I dig it having something a little bit different out there. Like you said, So very cool. And now, I guess the thing is like, you still have your 2 drivers in the league. Any plans to go more later on down the line?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought. I haven't. You've been on my case for the last, for the last year to get video done. I had that done on my other phone, and my other phone met ill fate on the floor, so I had to start over, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So, I'll get that done, try to add some more content. And, that's one thing that we worked on this off season. I got with Mark and got with him about, doing a little bit more content with Taylor and Dalton, and they're doing a fantastic job, and I'm really pleased with the work they're doing. To get more content out for the league and the series, and the more we get out in front of people's eyes, we can get it, kind of get it out there, and hopefully bring more sponsors to the league. And I really think this is a really good league, so I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to be back helping Ian a little bit more on the spotting stuff, and pretty much going from there.
That's great. And speaking of Ian, in the off season, how much seat time did he get?
Oh, he's been wearing it out. So I actually had a new rig on order for him, but we're still waiting on it for the whole, Christmas COVID deal. I don't know when that's coming in, but, trying to update that before the season, but that all got shoved on the back burner, I guess. So, but yeah, he's been wearing it out. He's been racing a bunch of leagues with the NASCAR league and stuff like that. And, his kart racing picks back up next Saturday, and, everything's in full swing.
Very good. And speaking of full swing, we're back under green. 2 laps to go. 5 miles. We're going to try it again. Tim,
where is this? Why am I not watching this? Why am I watching Ian practice? What is going on here?
I don't know. You've missed out. I'm telling you, this thing has been pretty good.
Hold on. I was supposed to join you guys and talk about the racing. Ian, where's the racing at?
It's on YouTube, Tim.
Hold
It's
on.
on the Turn 3 Racing Network at YouTube.
Hold on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Keep me up here, man. Keep me up here.
You're welcome to stay all night, bud. Ian don't need you tonight. It's Daytona. What are you going to tell him? There's a wreck that he's already involved in? I mean, come on.
Hey, I got him to the winning day. Well, no, I didn't get him to the win. Yeah, maybe I did get him to the win because I was on the couch drinking with the wife. So last year, yeah. So maybe I did help him get to the win.
Oh, big time wiggle! Oh no! TNA members get together! Oh man, Terry Foster, he is going down like a sinking ship, and that took out Amanda Sherman too. Now Sherman trying to stay on. She's still inside of the top 10. Oh my Lord, final lap.
Oh, last lap.
And Tim, you weren't watching it.
Jesus.
Oh, Tim. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, baby, you can tell there's money on the line here tonight. Here comes James Miller. Miller is setting up with Jordan McAvoy. And McAvoy making a run to the outside. Cannot do it. It's James Miller winning this one. Woo, baby.
Wow.
Man, even my YouTube don't want to work.
Woo. Oh, that was good.
So who won that?
That's James Miller.
Oh, here I am. Okay, here I am.
You sure? You sure now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed it all. You might as well just rewind and start it over.
I'm gonna do that. How do you? What did you guys think when Mark pitched this format for this clash to you?
So funny enough, he didn't pitch it to me.
Oh, he did.
He just said we're doing it. I said okay.
Nice.
There was no pitching involved, but because we are kind of like family at this point. It's hey, we need you, and it's hey, okay.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys decided to do it, man. Wanted to have some fun. We get the point season, which is what, 30 races?
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah, something like that. And then now, you know what I mean? We get into something that has a little bit of fun at the beginning of the year. So, and Mark is actually going to let me pick the All-Star race venue this year.
Oh, that's
boy.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I don't know where yet, but we'll see.
Oh, I've got ideas already.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he doesn't need any of our crazy ideas. He's gonna come up with his own.
Well, I got to go through the schedule to see everywhere that we're racing, and kind of go through there. I want to do something actually it's not on the schedule, which I think would be fun.
Ooh.
But,
Okay.
yeah, we'll see.
That could
We'll
be
see.
interesting.
Yeah, you never know. It would be half for an all-star race. Does it have to be an oval? Can it be a road course? I don't know yet.
Yeah. Huh.
But
Oh,
it's
wait.
pretty cool,
Road
so-
course? No, let's not do a road course.
Quad Revere.
We don't need to do a road course, do we?
All right. Well, maybe not. Nah. Hey, I'm just throwing that out. What the hell's Tim thinking of? Excitement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, my mind's already going. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be on a Legends track. I don't know if it's going to be dirt. Oh boy, super trucks. Figure it out. We'll get some jumps with these Xfinities. That'll be fun.
Wow.
I mean, you're the title sponsor, bro. So I don't think you leave it up to Mark. I think you just say, Mark, this is where we're going it, and he's just going to shake his head, and he can't really do much about it.
Nah, it's all good. I got a pretty good relationship with Mark, and we work together with some good ideas and stuff like that. And, I think it'll be fun. We'll figure something out fun for the All-Star race. And I'm glad when I pitched this whole thing with the chase, Ian was like, "What the hell are we gonna do a chase for? Why?" He thought it was kind of redundant, but I'm like, "Well, we're gonna throw some money at it." And he's like, "Oh, okay." so at least give back. My whole idea was giving back to the racers that support the series and help support those that are supporting us. And that's the biggest thing. These guys have stuck with this series, and every time they go to victory lane, they give us a shout out for supporting the series. And it's a lot to keep people's attention, to keep people driven for 30 plus weeks, but being able to give back at the beginning of the year for those guys that have helped us through it, the previous year and all that stuff, that's really what I wanted to do. So
Yeah, absolutely. And now, Tim, I've got to take us on a little bit of a break here because I got to change servers. I got to do all kinds of stuff on the back end. And
you guys have a good one. I will talk to you guys later. I see Terry's up there, so if you guys want to have a word with Terry, but I'm going to help Ian spot in the race tonight, and you guys have a good one.
Absolutely, brother. You have yourself a good one. Thanks, Tim.
All right, talk to you
with you, bud.
All right, see you.
Tim Habia, owner of TRJKarting.com. Terry Foster joining us in the booth, I believe. Terry, are you going to stick around with us for the Clash?
Yeah, go ahead and switch over, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. It's no big deal.
Very good. Here we go. Guys, we're going to step away for just a minute. We got some back-end stuff to fix up, and we'll be right back.
Just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Jason Hamilton. I'm Director of Racing Operations and Event Management for NASCAR. I'm also the Series Director for the eNASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series on iRacing and the eNASCAR Ignite Series on iRacing. We're here at Myrtle Beach Speedway for a test session for Zach and Max, the 2 champions from the eNASCAR Peak Series and the eNASCAR Ignite Series. They're testing late models in partnership with Rev Racing. Opportunity for them to come out and showcase the skills that they built on iRacing in a full-size stock car for the first time.
Got in the car, got the wheel adjusted. Zach's in the car now. Get that set up for him, and be ready to roll here in a little bit.
The tips we got were basically just to try and keep it on the bottom as best as possible, and that's going to be the easiest way to keep the car in one piece and just not make any mistakes.
You're off the throttle for a long time. You're off the throttle longer than you actually think you need to be, but the corners are so long. If you try to pick the throttle up too fast, it's just going to either jerk the car loose or make it tight and then jerk loose. Any other questions?
Nope.
We'll try it, and if you have any trouble, need to talk about something, it's fine to stop. Always come off the racetrack like we did, a while ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that was crazy. I wanted to open it up a little bit more, but it was all about just keeping the car in one piece, being safe.
I have no complaints on that. So just now that you're out, you can relax and think about what you did, and then we'll apply to the next round. Okay. Yeah, you did very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
You make me nervous, but you didn't. You didn't make me nervous this time. Yeah. So that was good.
You do the height now? Yeah. All right.
What about your gears? You know where they're at? First, second, third, fourth? Okay.
What we're telling you now is what we told him all along.
And you're doing fine.
Yeah.
You're doing perfect. We're just trying to help those little places to gain more. My name is Mark Green. I work for Rev Racing. I am the driver development coach for the team. They both got up to speed fairly good. The biggest thing, especially here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, it's the line that you run. This place it's old pavement. It's wore out. It doesn't have a lot of grip. So there's a different way of racing this racetrack, line-wise and driving-wise. So we had to work on those aspects of it with them. But they took to it very well, and they learned most of it. They still don't have it obviously down pat. After 6 hours, nobody would. Both young men did very, very well. We were very happy with our test today. No mishaps, and I think everybody had fun, and we had a good day.
So both Max and Zach did a great job. It was very impressive to see how quickly they got up to speed today. They took the coaching very well. We implemented a similar format to what we do with the Driver Diversity Combine, where we bring a large group of drivers in and evaluate them. We gave them a couple sessions in the morning to get up to speed. Both of them took those sessions, learned from the coaching that we had today with Rev Racing's Mark Green, and both of them built. And as we went on throughout the day, every time they went out, they got faster and faster, and we're actually turning some pretty competitive laps by the end of the day. I think it just reaffirms our belief that iRacing in the future can continue to be a grassroots form of racing where we're reaching a new audience, reaching a broader audience of talented drivers that may not have access to a traditional racetrack to begin their racing careers, but they can start them on iRacing and then from there propel themselves to the next levels and higher levels of racing. And just like drivers similar to William Byron, we'll continue to see drivers like that get their start on iRacing, make their way up the NASCAR ranks, and hopefully one day be racing in the Cup Series.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
Sorry, boys.
That's okay. What color is TVB's car to you guys?
Black. All black.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God! No way! Did you hear that?
Yep. Does it have the proper banner on the car?
Who?
Ian.
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny. I know.
Oh, it's so live.
All right. Well, we had to take care of a couple things, but it's all set now, I think.
Deal.
All right. It's the Clash.
It is the Clash.
Or
Guys, so did Mark give you guys a breakdown of money in this race?
no?
Oh, we are live, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me
We have
find
a
it
race
for you.
now?
Let me find it for you, and I'll give you guys a breakdown here. So payouts are $10 for the open winner. So I don't even know who won our open. Do you?
Yeah.
Spot?
Maybe. No. Gruenberg, I think. I think it was Gruenberg.
Well, he gets $10 for winning that race. So out of so this next round of these 20 guys here, first place gets 120, second place gets 60, third place gets 36, fourth and fifth place both get 12. Nice race. They get 50 laps. There's no stages whatsoever. Everybody does get one fast repair. Now, the 4 guys that transferred in from the race that I was in, they are not allowed to qualify in this race. They have to start in the back, but everybody, that other 16, they must qualify. That is the rule for tonight.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't know. Aaron Bockover is out there. And
Yeah, I'm getting tired of him already too.
Colin Kilroe's out there.
All I've heard this off season, he has to keep watching that Charlotte race that he won last season. Oh my Lord!
You let him win one race.
Exactly. I think he's got a little loop in his house.
Oh man. Well, last season is done. This season starts next week.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it too, guys. We have been practicing a little bit. The TNA guys, Growls. I think the 4 of us may have something for all these guys this season.
Excellent. We'll see.
bad,
The
Terry.
proof
I mean,
is in the
that's-
pudding.
Yeah, and don't feel bad, Terry. You know, we got to get used to saying, and the guys out there, it's not that way anymore.
I'll tell you what, Amanda is one of the guys. I mean, big old shot in the back of the Bachman is 44 out of that 5 car. And just sends it to the grass.
That's just
But
fun.
Amanda's one of our guys. We don't care, and she doesn't. Tell you what, I've seen her do some just racing. It's once a month for the ladies of iRacing, and boy, she was blistering the track last night at Talladega. So out of there's 28 drivers, 30 drivers, so doing real good.
That's awesome. Well, welcome to the family.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm obviously one of the biggest fans of TNA Motorsports. Terry, I was actually told something on the beautiful decal that I got that we talked about. I actually have one that has signatures on it, something that you don't have.
Corey said something about making these. That's a poster thing you're talking about, right?
Yes, the poster. Yep.
Yeah, he said something about. I asked him, "Say, hey, why don't we all sign one, or just sign it?" And he transferred all that stuff over. These guys are stacking them up here for this qualifying run, guys. Waiting for that first one to pull out on the line. But I asked Corey, I said, why don't we just give you our signatures and make it only one of them, just like I did with my shirt? And when it got it, buddy.
Well, I got it. It's great. I love it. I'm gonna do the same thing. I just gotta wait. I gotta find a good frame. Just like you said.
I've got mine in a frame, bud.
I think that's gonna be the easiest way that I do it.
And well, here's what I kind of figured out. Once I learned that we was moving to the Xfinity car, all I could see is dollar signs for Corey Sherman. Because now he has to change all of his paints and everything to make our shirts for us. And I was like, man, we're just going to keep giving this guy money. But you know what? I don't care. Matter of fact, I got my Race Like a Girl shirt on the night that I bought from him last season. So it's all good. It's all
tonight, just so you know, I wore a shirt for you just for good luck. It is my old red TRJ Karting.com t-shirt that you said that I always needed. I had to wear it tonight.
That's the one you're on the back of the pickup truck, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Okay. The qualifying is underway, I believe, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
It sure is. We are green flag under the qualifying. 10-minute qualifying. Open qualifying. That's why you see all the cars out there. A little bit of a different strategy, a little bit of a different thing out there, but kind of dig it.
And just so you know, this is going to be your turn to go through the field because I didn't have my information put back up.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully it works.
Yeah.
Oh, right now, Ian Haybick is leading his path with a 46.8. He's showing fastest out there at the moment.
Definitely a new car for Ian. That thing is busy. I dig it.
Followed by, I see Brian D's running the second fastest, 47.1.
And then Corey Sherman, Aaron Bach over, Derek Paulson.
There you go.
I'll help you out, buddy.
Did it. Rick's been busy today. Well, wait, today's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah. I know he wasn't teaching. I had talked to Rick the other day. He goes, man, I got to hurry up and do this. I got to teach today. I said, all right. I figured his kid was at recess at that time, so.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Derek Paulson, now the quick guy out on track.
I just seen 9 of Nick Akie. Well, is he done qualifying, or he just pulled?
Yeah, he just pulled it on pit road. I don't know why. Mark Arthur showing up in the stats here. I don't think he's going to go.
No, Mark's not. I don't think his car is out there, is it? Yeah, his car's not even on track.
I know who's coming in last tonight.
And you were all worried, Terry, about getting in and not spectating and hopping in with a car and Mark getting all mad at you. Well, you know. He's just doing what he's doing.
Doing what I'm... Oh, yeah. Oh, he's just advanced the session. Bear with me, y'all. I ain't been in here with Chris and Rick, well, since, what, November?
It's been a minute. It has definitely been a minute.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if Rick told you. I asked about you a few times. Hey, man, is Chris okay? I haven't heard nothing from him. I know I've been texting you guys back and forth here lately, last few weeks, pretty heavy, and I do apologize for that. But just things I'm trying to work out for the league, so just make sure we're all on the same page, like basically for tonight and starting next week here when we finally drop that green flag for the points races.
No, never worry about me, Terry. I'm never far away. I am kind of busy during the week, though, so I catch all the messages kind of when I catch them, and by then, whatever has been the question of the day is usually resolved, and I don't feel like I need to put in my 2 cents.
That's true.
Guys are getting a little
I haven't guys taken any more. Jamie Walker has not taken a qualifying lap yet.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Well, 4 of them's not supposed to.
Right.
Everybody else, okay, Jamie Walker just laid 1 minute 23 down.
He's just out there putting around.
I guess he wants to be in the back.
Not Jamie.
So another thing this season, guys, something brand new that we have employed with Blazing Pedals. Must qualify every race if you want to get biggest mover points. Now, how do we figure that out? You have to lay down a halfway decent lap. If we feel that we just seen what Jamie did. I mean, everybody else is running 46. Jamie ran almost a minute and a half. We see that you're not getting your biggest point out of that. So
Yeah.
it is going to be sort of a judgment call, but I think everybody would be on board with this. So I don't think we're having nothing to really.
I mean, it's pretty easy to find out too what a driver. I mean, this is like something that Chris and I would do, like in an open session or an official, race. We don't want to be up towards the front. We don't really want to be in the middle. So we will go out and do something, but we'll try to make sure that we are towards the back.
Sure, and you guys seen it last year with us, especially at Daytona, Talladega. We'll have guys jump up next to the wall and they'll key up and tell us, hey, go on to the back, go on to the back. Don't run me over, just let me go to the back and I'll hang out back here. So I don't know why Jamie just didn't do that. Maybe lay down a good qualifying lap and just drop onto the back.
He got some laps in during the practice session, so I think he's going to be okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's
And
got
really,
the
this
Dew
is
crew
kinda-
back too, so.
He does have the Dew crew back. I see that. And one thing that I've noticed too, like last season, a lot of the super speedways, Jamie would do this. He would work his way, either like Terry said, go up towards the wall, let everybody pass, or, he would put down kind of a slow, qualifying time so he was in the back. And, he liked doing that. Sometimes that's better, especially on a super speedway,
And Jamie got a lot of points last season for doing exactly that. I think that's one reason we get to that. Is Jamie's just so doggone good, man. I think that's one reason we may have went to that to kind of cut that stuff out. But, he can always drop to the back. Well, no, he still wouldn't get biggest.
All right. Well, qualifying is a little less than 2 minutes from being done. And I don't usually like showing people the back end of what's going on back here, but I have got to change my cameras because they're not working out for me here.
Oh, man, I forgot to even...
Oop.
Race here.
That's a little bit better. I like it. All right. Well, right now, Brian Dees is the pole sitter. Brian had a very quick little lap around here. 46.06.
And not far behind him, though, the person sitting in second place right now, Ty Morosco, in that one machine, guys, with his best lap so far is a 46.07.
Yeah. Aaron Bach over in third. Derek Paulson sitting on the track. TBB, Taylor Butcher Benjamin driving a black car here tonight, not ready to unveil the paint job for the season.
Head down. Oh, I can see that now too. We're in trouble.
Oh boy.
Oh, I can see everybody's chat now. I can talk to people. Heck yeah.
Caution waves on this qualifier. Brian Dees, Ty Morosco, Aaron Bach over going to be your top three.
Mr. Thompson, I it stinks that you're not in here, man, but hey, listen, real race starts next Sunday, buddy. You got this.
Yeah, Rick, I was right there with you, but I was starting to make the move to the middle there, and I was going to make it 3 wide and try to get up there to the front. I knew I had fuel to end it. I knew the front guys was running out of fuel.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I've got a nice black screen going on, boys. What do you have?
Black screens. That way.
What did you click?
Okay.
Once the driver gets out on track, try clicking on them. That's what it did to me earlier.
Yeah. One of the many good things that have come out of the iRacing camp. A little glitch here and there.
I don't know if you guys heard last night, iRacing was doing something really silly because a lot of people's getting out of the server, getting kicked out of league races, and a lot of stuff going on last night with iRacing.
All right. Well, I got yelled at a little bit for not having this. So here we go. A little grid music. And starting on the pole tonight, it is going to be S&M Motorsports' own Brian Dees in the 17. S&M Motorsports on the outside, it's Ty Morosco. Then you've got TNA Motorsports' own number 44. It's Aaron Bockover starting on the inside, row number 2. 2 is outside. Out of Outcast Autosports, it is the 14 of Derek Paulson. Starting in the 5th position, out of TNA Motorsports, it's the number 3 of Corey Sherman. And starting in 6th, out of Pennsylvania, it is Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Ian Habiak out of TRJKarting.com is going to start his 15 in the 7th spot. Starting in the 8th position is the 5 of Corey Rutherford, his work in progress machine. Got to make it up just a little bit to get to the top 5. John Perkins in the 33, the Speed Mafia machine, is going to be starting in 9th. Lost Cause Motorsports, number 41, defending champion from last season. He's going to be starting in 10th position. That's Dalton Kilrow. And then we've got Jason Powell out of Powell Racing, the 18, going to start in 11th. Blake Decker going to be starting his 92, the Lost Cause Racing machine, in 12th position. And then we've got the 13 of Dave Bennett, starting in 13th and 14th. It's the MFRD Racing of 19 of Marquis Smith. Nick Okie going to be starting his 9 car out of Outcast Auto Sports in 15th position. Jamie Walker in the 88, TRJKarting.com member. He's going to be starting 16th. Mark Arthur not going to be racing in this one. James Miller going to pick up the we'll slide him up. The 17th starting spot, Team AV, the 09. Jordan McAvoy going to be starting in the 18th position with his 66. Cody Moore out of Cyclone Racing going to be starting his 24 in 19th and 20th on the field. Is going to be the 73, the Speed Mafia machine of Casey Campbell.
Good job.
Yeah. Yay. Go me.
Yay, you.
I win the prize. I can read. I can math.
Rick, I just seen your message, bud. I knew you'll be there next week, buddy. And I'm sorry the way things had to play out tonight, but I know you'll be there, and yeah, I know you'll be in contention.
All right, it is the Clash 50 laps here. One quick repair. And the pace car drops down on the pit road. The field belongs to Brian Dees. Slowly building speed.
Morosco there with a little blank.
Yeah, some things don't change.
Yeah. They still use that MacBook to race on.
Oh, the sights and sounds of Daytona. I do love them.
And you guys, during our regular season at Daytona Talladega, we have a three wide rule. It's 10 laps before each stage, 10 laps, and the last stage is wide open. This race, it's 3 wide anytime you want to go.
Oh, somebody's bringing it down pit road already. Looks like maybe Nick Okie bringing it down.
The 9 of Okie, yep. Something going on there with the 9MF racing machine.
I don't think he got into anybody.
Oh no, guys, I got it figured out. It's because there's a blue oval on the hood.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, welcome back, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. You're right, Chris. Some things just don't change.
You know what? I'm leaving. You guys do it.
We knew it would work, Rick.
Okay, and I can just go ahead and mute you guys, and it's all me.
Well, what is he? Nick started to take off. He's coming out now. He started to take off, stop, back up, sit there for another couple seconds. Now he's on his way back out, but the field is coming around him right now, man.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he had some kind of mechanical issue with, a part of his sim rig. Maybe the wheel got loose or something going on. But Nick Okie right now showing in 20th position, down 5 spots from the green flag in 20th.
Now, Rick, I'm not mistaken. Nick, I want to say a week or so ago, was having really bad computer issues. He wasn't even in our Discord for a long time and everything, so I'm hoping he's got all that stuff worked out.
Brian Dees continues to lead the way. He's got Aaron Bach over right behind him. Ty Morosco to the outside. He's got Derek Polson. Polson is right behind him on the outside lane. Only 2 lanes being used right now. And I expect, since there's money on the line, guys, that all 3 lanes, hey, they might even come up with a 4th one.
Oh, you can do it. So I heard from race control, Mark Arthur, letting us know coming to green, Okie went straight into the wall. So, yeah, probably definitely having some kind of issue somewhere. And I'm looking, of course, we do have the fast repaired. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of damage at all in the 9 anywhere.
Oh, we got some damage happening up front. Corey Sherman hard into the wall. The 16 comes off from him. That's Terry the Butcher Benjamin.
No caution.
No caution so far. Caution now is out.
Oh.
Caution is out on the field.
Nick Okie, his bad luck continues here at Daytona. Coming down through, he just slammed into the Terminator.
Well, again, best thing, guys, you said it, Chris, that they all still have a quick repair. So, man, only 5 laps into this and use a quick repair. Oh, that could be devastating later on.
Oh, yeah. There's still a lot of time left.
All right, let's go back and take a peek at this one because it happened pretty quick. The 16. We're going to see what happened with TBB. Oh, he got touched by the 5. And that was lights out. But TBB takes a little touch to the rear by the 5. And then he goes, the 16 goes down into Corey Sherman. And that is what brought out the caution.
And that is going to be put on the 5 of Corey Rutherford, so he is going to get an EOL.
Well, Corey's on pit road right now, so I don't know how much more of an EOL you can get.
Yeah, bad break for Corey Sherman in that 3. Man, he has to get quick repair this early. That's horrible. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, man.
It puts him in the back with some pretty fast drivers. So we'll see. Nonetheless, here we are under caution for the first time here tonight, and now pit road is about to get busy.
Get very busy.
I'm here.
It's giving me another good chance to go through looking at all these beautiful paint jobs that have gone on through the off season, Chris. And man, there's some good ones out there. I mean, the best one's the 86. He's not out there on track right now.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
Well, it looked good for 19 laps.
It did.
I got word Corey Sherman did use his quick repair.
Oh. I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, you know, here we are. We're on lap 7 of 50. I mean, there's a lot of racing here left to go. If he doesn't use it, he's just going to go, you know, lap by lap down very quickly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of damage on that Savage Edge number 3.
Oh, Tim Rose.
Hey, you know what I
There he
haven't said
is.
yet? I want to say thank you to everybody out there in Turn 3 Racing Land out there on YouTube. Really do appreciate you stopping by here on a Sunday night. Tonight is the Clash. It's a no points but money down race for the Blazing Pedals. Next Sunday, we kick off the season live right here at Daytona. Once again, it's going to be the Blazing Pedals live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network at Daytona next Sunday night. Don't you dare to miss it. It is going to be something else. These guys getting a little bit of practice in. And oh yeah, they might win a little money too.
And if I'm remembering correctly, Chris, next Sunday, Terry can actually probably answer this for me, but I believe we're on the road course here. Is that correct? Next Sunday, the road course?
Oh my lord, is it?
I really hope not.
Oh, I can look. Let's see.
Tell you what, don't do it. Just surprise me.
Well, guess what?
Nope, no. Okay, we're going to be on the oval. Mark says no.
Whew.
Nope, we're going. Yep, it's Daytona.
I think we should talk to Tim about, you know, having him change that to the road course.
Oh, the road course is in July 11th.
Oh.
I knew it was on the. I mean, I just did the schedule not that long ago. You'd think that I would remember.
Guys, I think I have the flu on July the 11th.
Yeah, you know, you'll be fine. We'll get you a triple mask. You'll be good.
Now, Chris, you gotta remember one thing, bud. My foot's fine. I'm racing, so you're gonna throw all this on a Rick.
Oh yeah.
You guys so used to me being in there last season on a Magnum will be here, buddy. I got races to win.
You do have races to win.
All right, I'm gonna take you up on that.
Okay.
You win a race this year, and Rick will drink a White Claw.
No, I will not. Chris will. I still have that stuff floating in my system, and it's not good.
Pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Brian D's your race leader. Opts for the top side lane. Hoping to get a good restart out of that top lane is Brian D's. Timer Roscoe going to be starting in second spot. But to the inside, then it's John Perkins, Derek Paulson making up row 2. And look at this, up 11 spots, Jamie Walker. And look to his outside, up 13 spots. It's Jordan McAvoy. And man, they are moving.
Yeah, right now, McAvoy and Casey Campbell tied for the biggest mover of the night so far.
This is going to get good as we're back under the green flag. Brian D's a good restart, able to get down to that bottom lane. Going to leave Perkins out there on the outside a little bit by himself, but I'm sure somebody will get up there to help him out here in just a moment.
Andrew Beach, I see you out there rooting for Mark Keesh. Right now, Mark Keesh running in the 15th spot, started 14th, and going through the gearbox, trying to get down another turn 3.
Another really nice paint job on his car. Man.
Yes, yes it is.
And again, folks, out there watching on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube land, if you are looking for a paint for iRacing, hit up MF Racing Designs. The link's right down in the description. And if your league or yourself are looking for some good setups, make sure you head on over to David Lamb's site. That's paytowinsetups.com. And also both the .com and the Facebook is down there in the description. And of course, you know, the series title sponsor, if you guys are looking for any kind of sim racing gear, gloves, you know, racing shoes, cool apparel, which I love Tim's apparel over there, make sure you head on over to trjkarting.com and pick yourself up some good stuff.
Hey, that's a pretty good segue into this, Rick.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
I had to do it. I had to.
And a big thank you out there to Cody Early here of Turn 3 Racing Network, who made that beautiful voiceover for us. Does outstanding work.
Yeah, we can add that to the list if you're looking for a voiceover guy. He is your guy. Make sure to shoot a message over to Cody right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Check him out on the Facebook, our site, Turn 3 Racing Network. It's good to be back up in the booth. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I've been wanting to do for a little bit.
Off season's always good, but it seems like the rust builds up, you know, and we need a week or two to get that off. And look at this, Jamie Walker in the 88 with the Do Crew, fighting hard on the outside right now. Took over the lead from Brian Dees. Brian Dees trying to do everything now, guys. One thing that I've noticed, and also Mark Arthur messaged me about, but if you go into a cockpit view, there's something coming in the play coming out of 4, and that sun is starting to get bright now. It's kind of funny because Marquis Smith himself actually posted a picture showing his viewers over there on his Twitch page, you know, what the drivers actually deal with. And I made sure to mention that if drivers are using VR, like it looks bad on the screen, but when it's right there in front of your face in VR, it's 10 times worse.
Definitely is. Especially in the VR. I'll testify to that.
I mean, you literally lose, and once that sun gets in the right spot now, you know, obviously Marquise was not at Daytona. He was at Homestead with his last league race, but it showed there too, and it's the same thing, bright, and it just, I mean, I mentioned that to Chris a couple times, like, listen, dude, if I'm following you, I'm backing off because I can't see anything right now.
Don't back off. Keep going, because hopefully he won't back off, and he'll keep going.
Well, we're two old people, so usually if one backs off, we both back off, so.
Old.
He's older than me, so.
But guys, Nick at Kia, he has parked his car. I know he has not disconnected. Kept to wait for a minute. I'm going to run back down there. Comes back in, and what happened to him?
10-4.
Whenever he comes back, and so after he's back, I'll run back down there.
A couple interesting things, guys, out here right now. So we have a new race leader. I told you it was Jamie Walker there who was battling Brian Dees. Well, Jamie Walker finally got in front of Brian Dees, and John Perkins in the 33 now sitting in 4th position. Had a really good run there for a little while until Jamie moved down to that inside lane. So Perkins, good to see you out there again, John. Glad you got the night off. It is another long season. Hopefully you can work things out with work and hit a bunch of these races here this season. We want to thank your boss for allowing you to do that.
Yes, we do. Thanks, boss. Good to have everybody out there, all these names that we know so well. And man, is it good to be back here commentating. Oh, Lord. I love the off season, Rick, but man, I think what you said, we're so long that, you know, we do get a little rusty, and it's like, okay, well, the last time I did this worked, and now it's not working. And it's kind of like my cameras here tonight. They're not working right. I'm manually doing them. So it's like, boy. Hey, who else is picking up some speed here? I'm going to tell you what, look out for James Miller. He's up 10 spots, and he is making the 3rd row try and move. Does drop back down in, but look out for that purple 09 car as he is moving up towards the front. Jamie Walker is the top dog right now with Brian Dees right behind him. Dees, I'm watching the in-car camera, which I'm not really using tonight, but I'm watching it, and man, he has had a smile on his face all night long. I've been watching it. Good stuff.
mentioned James Miller, one of the guys that got in from the last race, one of the top 4 guys in the last race. Didn't get to qualify. Started 18th. Nope, he started, 17th. Elevate place.
What'd you find out from Nick?
Well, Nick still must be in the bathroom. The guy said he wasn't back yet, and I'll run back in there in a few more minutes.
All right.
Derek Paulson said if we need something to talk about, let him know. He'll wreck the field.
Perfect.
No, that's fine.
Oh, we don't need it that bad. I don't think.
Hey, nah, I don't believe so. I think these guys are holding their own, man. This is 17 laps in, only 1 caution. This is good.
I think what we're going to see is maybe a redo of the qualifying race that we had. There's some shuffling going on. We're going to get the cream up towards the top here, but then it's going to be, well, there's money on the line. Whenever that green stuff is on the line, things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of happening, John Perkins with a good run to the outside. Took the lead for just a moment. Walker on the inside got a good push out of the 17 and retook it.
And look who else was making a run up towards the front there is the 19 of Marquis Smith now, Andrew Beach. I know that you mentioned it and Terry was talking and he was down back towards, not the end, but, in the middle, somewhere around there. But he's been working his butt off right now, sitting in 6th place right now, trying to find his way with that 19 looking mighty fine out there.
Yeah, no camera. I can't see him. I don't know if he has his helmet on or not. Marquis, one of the guys last season, he had a tough season. Actually took many weeks off to try and get his head right. And right now, it looks like he's feeling okay.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, after talking to Marquis through the off season a bunch, his head still ain't right.
Well, there's right, and then there's as good as it's gonna get. So which is it?
As good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, though, guys, I did talk to him a little bit there on his personal page, and he was kind of debating if he was going to show up tonight. And I was like, listen, if you don't, I said I'm not going to talk about you at all. We're going to cut ways. And he's like, you know me, I'm going to be there. And I said, I know you will. So he was a little worried about it, but all the drivers are. I mean, this is a clash. This is kind of a special event here, which is fantastic that we're bringing this on. And the season really starts next week. I mean, this is just kind of a fun thing. There's no points or anything involved as far as I know for this race right now. And, so a lot of guys out there, they're getting the field. There's so many new drivers. I know that you guys had a lot of races on the off season, but this kind of sets the precedence, for the whole season. These guys, they're getting used to running with each other. And a lot of new names, a lot of new drivers out there. So it's fabulous to see. And so far, like you said, Terry, we're on lap 20 now of 50. So 30 laps left to go. And we've only had 1 caution so far. So these guys are doing a fabulous job out there. Things are starting to come in.
But one thing I want to do, I want to give a big shout out to Jason Powell. Along with myself, he and I put up a lot of races throughout the off season to where these guys get used to each other. I mean, we've got 43 members again this season, and for the most part, a lot of the guys kept showing up week in and week out, so we can race around each other, get used to each other, and I think it's showing right here tonight.
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, that's something, like I talked about earlier during the open part of the clash there when these guys are trying to qualify to get in. And, I told Chris, I said, it's awesome seeing how much you guys have grown since we started broadcasting with you. And it's great to see. And, and Powell, he's another driver that missed a bunch of races last season. Life got into the way a little bit. And it's good to see the 18 back out there again.
It definitely is. And Jason's got some stuff going on with the league. He's been talking to us about that he wants to try to do. One of them now, I mean, on Sundays now before the race, he is basically holding church service for about 15-20 minutes, just doing some reading and stuff for anybody who's interested in getting in Discord and listening to him.
Yeah, that's fabulous. That really is.
I think the day he had with him, I think he had 3 or 4 other people in there. Yeah, he asked if he could do it, and it's like, heck yeah, man, go right ahead.
Somebody
Jamie
said
Walker.
they're dropping to the apron. And Okie maybe.
Okie, yeah, he is back out there and running the wall. But Jamie Walker leads the way. The 17, Brian D still pushing on the top side. It's John Perkins, and he is being chased down by Casey Campbell. Ty Morosco still holding on to a top 5 there, down 2 spots. And then it is a bunch of cars kind of running nose to tail. Derek Paulson, Jason Powell, Marquis Smith, Jordan McAvoy, and James Miller all kind of in a row along. Whoa, they're bringing in more. How about Ian Habiak? He's in there. And Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, who was involved in that very first crash. The rear end of that car not looking so good, but the speed is okay in the 16.
Guys, I just went into the number 9 Nick Kay's car, watching him. His speed right now is only 160. I'm looking at Jamie Walker right now. He's 188. They're going to continue to lap him so fast. So I'm going to go back down there. I know he's here. And I'm back.
10-4.
I can find his.
Walker continues to lead the way. Only 2 cars on the top side, Rick, and 2 cars versus a, what, 10? It's not going to work out so good, I'm afraid.
Both of those drivers up on the outside lane, Chris, the 33 of Perkins and the 73 of Campbell, both a speed mafia, so they're sticking together. But they could definitely use some help up there.
Yeah, teammates doing a good job staying together, but well, I guess it's pretty early. We're almost a halfway point. And this one going pretty darn well. Mark Arthur is going to be last. Just want to throw that out there one more time.
And I just noticed he's in a Ford also, so 2 Fords bringing up the tail end.
Yeah, but he didn't start, so
2 Chevy, well, it's because the engine didn't start. 2 Chevys leading the pack. Got a couple Toyotas right there inside the top 10. Jordan McAvoy and James Miller, 9th and 10th. I do love the fact that, you know, we are running 3 different, you know, manufacturers of cars, Chris, because it really does bring something to the broadcast. And like I said, I know the guys tried last season with the ARCA K&N cars, you know, putting different stickers on there, and that was cool to see. You know, like we said, the guys that were running the Dodges, there was a couple Toyotas, you know, we had some fun with that, but now it's, you know, it's definitely, you can tell the difference now.
Yeah, you can. And I'm looking, so it's Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Toyota is your top 10 if you're keeping track of manufacturers, but it's still early on.
Well, guys, I went down and talked to Nick Akia in that 9 car. His exact words is all me. I headbutted the wall. He says he come in, got his quick repair, and he hit the wall again. That's why his car's still kind of crappy. But his exact words, I ain't giving up tonight. I'm going out here and race and turn some laps as we had to come back here next week.
Yeah, now is the time. Get it all out of your system tonight, because next week it matters.
I think next week he's going to go into that Chevy, though. He's going to get out of that Ford.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I could say so many things right now.
It's those big taillights. They just weighed the thing down, you know?
That's what it is. They don't know which one's blinking half the time when they even turn.
All right.
Oh, we love you, Chris. We love you.
You know what? That's it. I'm not taking any more. I'm gonna be the guy that I really am. Hey Terry, how'd that Chevy work out for you tonight? Pretty good, huh?
Well, actually, it would have if the one behind me wouldn't have hit me. We got this.
Well, you probably had a ball joint that went bad, and that's why the other one got into you.
We do a bunch of drivers coming down. John Perkins, Casey Campbell, Taylor the Butcher, Benjamin, Ian Habiak, David Bennett, and all coming down pit road. So smart move there. You got to run with people.
Now look, the deal is this. You can't do it by yourself on this track. You got to have a dancing partner. And right now, they've got a bunch on pit road. You know they're not going to make another 23 laps, or waiting just to see when these guys up front are going to decide that, you know what, we need to pit because we're going to run out of gas.
John Perkins wins that race off of pit road. Ian Habiak right behind him. David Bennett, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, and then Casey Campbell.
Here comes a bunch from the front group.
Yep. Peeling off now. Jamie Walker, Brian Dees, Ty Morosco, Derek Paulson, Jason Powell, Marquise Smith, Jordan McAvoy, and James Miller, and Aaron Bockover.
Dalton Kilroe, Blake Decker, Cody Moore stay out on track. They are your top 3 drivers now. And I'm thinking they're probably going to come down pit road. I mean, what are you going to gain by staying out there on a super speedway?
Bockover.
That's what I was looking at too.
Well,
I
guys,
tell you, even if the Aaron Bockover slid past his pit just a little bit, had to back up. In the off season, was having a terrible time getting into pits, kind of like a Denny Hamlin syndrome. That every time coming in, if he didn't do it coming in, he's coming out. He was having a heck of a time. So he's been practicing that quite a bit.
Kilroe, Decker, and Moore hit pit road just as Jamie Walker is peeling off with Brian Dees, Derek Paulson, Jason Powell, Ty Morosco, and Marquis Smith all in a row. Let's go ahead and throw James Miller on that list as he is right behind those drivers as they are trying to get up to speed, try and beat Dalton Kilroe, Decker, and Moore off from pit road.
Danger shorty, but Dalton Kilroe at 41, still showing his race leader.
Taking a peek out of the nose camera on Jamie Walker's machine, you can see those 3 drivers ahead of him starting to merge onto the track, and Walker is going to be able to pass him, all 3 of them.
Big old help with Brian Dees, got 17, pushing right around him too.
Difference between coming up to speed and already hitting speed, and look at the sun there. Turn 4 is getting brighter, guys.
iRacing has done such a good job though with the graphics on this and really started putting that stuff in the play, Chris. So I remember when we first joined the service, that kind of stuff we never worried about. And then all of a sudden they came out with a good update, and it really, I mean, it used to shine on us, and it'd light up the dash and everything, but it was never that bad, I don't think. They definitely come a long way in the last 6 years that I've been on the service.
Yeah, it sure has. It's pretty darn impressive. And the paints, because of the lighting, they pop more, and there's all kinds of things that the sun is actually working like the sun. It's pretty good stuff. I dig it a lot.
I know you guys always talk about the 88, that is Mountain Dew car. That is a sharp car, but I tell you what, that 17 Brian Dees, that is just a sweet looking ride.
But I was wondering what Brian Dees is going to do, because we used to pick on him because he switched over to a Mountain Dew about mid-season last year, and now he's back in his Marvel stuff, and I love it.
Yeah, everything's kind of going back to the way it was between Dees and Walker. Walker picking the Dew crew back up for the season, maybe. And Brian Dees got his Marvel Studios back in there, which is pretty cool.
Tell you what, guys, I'm going through these cars. A lot of them say MF Design right on the side or on the back of them.
That's something we noticed even in the first race, Terry. The MF is Mike Falk, and he is definitely showing some people up out there as far as how to get a paint done.
Oh, definitely. Now, I know Corey Sherman in that number 3 Savage Edge TN8 Motorsports, I gotta give all the plugs. He has Michael Falk's design symbol on the back of his car. Corey does his own paints, but he's still giving a big old shout out to Michael.
Yeah, I see it on the trunk lid. It's on the C post.
Yep.
Yeah, Yeah, you gotta love that Savage. Yeah, I mean, Corey does great work. I mean, guys, if you are looking for any kind of custom apparel or anything like that, make sure you check out SavageEdge.com. You will not be sorry. Shipping out of New York, he does a good job. It's quick, easy shipping. Just a great guy. So definitely, check him out either on the web, like I said, SavageEdge.com, or right on Facebook.
And if people's out there, I'm not trying to plug everything Corey does, but if there's people out there that has a favorite driver, let Corey know. He might be able to do something. I know he has all the TNA drivers, logos and all that good stuff, car numbers and names and all that stuff that he makes for all of us. But yeah, he can make you pretty much anything. Yeah, another thing, Chris and Rick, we're doing this season, we did it last season, just didn't advertise it a lot. This season, all of our races are for sale as on a sponsorship. That you can sponsor a race. Of course, TRJ Karting is our main sponsor, but you get a hold of us at Blazing Pedals, and we'll set you in the right direction to let you sponsor a race or two, or all of them. We don't care. Well, not all of them. We already got somebody who does that, but yeah.
Just help out. I mean, I think that's a fabulous thing. As a matter of fact, I know one in March is going to be the Easter 300. And, the person that sponsored has to be anonymous, so that's cool. But, yeah, so I changed that. But, yeah, if you guys want to do that and let Terry or any of the admins know, and then, Terry, all I ask is that you get that information to me so I can make the adjustments on the YouTube side for the playlist for the season. And I think that's a fabulous thing. It gives a chance for everybody in the league, to help out and show how much. I mean, obviously not everybody can do it, but the folks that can and that want to, I think that's a pretty cool thing. Chris and I kind of used to do the same thing when we had our league, and we let the drivers name the races as long as it was something that was, towards what our league was about, which obviously was racing for a cause. So, and we had great success with that, and it was a lot of fun.
Michael, no problem, brother. I mean, the stuff you're doing for our guys out here, and as fast as you do a turnaround on these cars, buddy, trust me, it's we appreciate everything you're doing.
Brian D is launching himself towards the front. It looks like the 8 may have gotten tight, and he shot up the track. Jamie Walker finds himself back down below, in the bottom lane rather, but now sitting in second spot behind Brian D's. Very unexpected. As the 88, it did look like he got tight. Now, there could have been some conversation between the two drivers. These may have been getting hot. The 88 may have wanted to tuck in and save a little fuel. I don't know. But it looked like he got tight, and he went up to the top side of the track. D's got around, and they swapped spots.
And I bet you did come down because, I mean, Terry, you said even, the cars were getting a little warm there when you're there. So, I mean, I didn't hear anything come over the radio. I know they're not in the same channel, but something might have happened with that. But, guys, we only got 13 laps left to go. So laps winding down here pretty quick. We see a lot of guys making some moves. We see that outside lane with Morosco, Kilrow in the 92 with Blake Decker. And also here comes the 24, all working. That's Cody Moore trying to get that outside lane to come into play here a little bit. These guys have been running around nose to tail for quite a bit.
I'm trying to look at the 6 car of Derek Paulson, trying to why he's not up there right. Was on the back of Powell for a little bit, then backed off. Maybe he started getting a little hot.
Yeah, Chris, I think you're right also, too. I think, Jamie probably thinking, they maybe came in just a little bit too soon during that last stop, maybe trying to save a little bit of fuel just to make sure that he has enough to the end. We know that both Brian Dees and Jamie Walker are both very smart drivers. The guy is coming up on the outside, Dalton Kilrow, last season's champion in the TRJ Xfinity cars. He knows how to race. I mean, he won what, like 8? I think it was 8 races last season, Terry, if I'm not mistaken.
But I have no way to pull none of that up right now.
You didn't keep records from last season. Mark, you're going to need a new guy to take care of your stats.
Well, I tell you what, we kid about Brian Dees calling him stats. You ask him, I bet he'd tell you it was.
Right now, I know what Brian Dees is trying to do. He wants to start this season off right with a win, right off the bat. Even though it's not a points thing, it's just, I mean, he had such an up and down season last season, and he finished well. He did good. But, the 17 didn't do exactly what he wanted to. I know he took things kind of hard there last season, but I think he's back with a vengeance. I think he's really liking this Xfinity car, and I think we're going to see some good things out of that 17.
Well, we're already seeing good things out of him. I mean, he's been up inside of the top 5 all night here. In fact, he is right back where he started, which was on the pole. So Brian Dees taking this one serious, guys.
Okay, so I just got a poke from Mark. He said it was not these, but it was Taylor the Butcher Benjamin.
The stats. Yeah, that's TBB. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, Mark.
See, again, Terry. Don't even know who the stats guy is anymore. You know,
I'm tired.
Look,
Okay,
next week you're gonna have to be a driver. There's no more of this booth stuff for you, okay?
Yeah, I've only got one or two other races that I plan on being here with you guys, and that'll be named later on down the line.
It is starting to tighten up here, guys, with 10 laps to go. Here live at Daytona, Brian Dees, Jamie Walker leading the way over Dalton Kilroe, Jason Powell, Blake Decker, Cody Moore, Tyler Roscoe, Derek Paulson, Jordan McAvoy, and Marquis Smith in the top 10. Just outside of that top 10, you've got James Miller, John Perkins, Aaron Bockover, Ian Habiak, Dave Bennett, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Casey Campbell. Everybody else at least one lap down or not on track at all, like Mark Arthur. You know, if you're going to join the race as a driver, you might as well just strap on the wheel and go for it, right?
You could have got the LOL doll number 12 out there. Come on.
Yeah, that's something you
Oh, Nick Okie came up on track and said, no, thank you, as he dove it down to the left-hand side. That was great. And we've got a battle for the lead. Here comes Dalton Kilroe, the inside lane, forming up, ready to push again. The 88 doing everything he can to keep Brian Dees out front. And Jamie Walker, your best push partner out there tonight.
So with changing to these cars this year, guys, from the ARCA cars last season, we can now push each other and not really worry about turning that car sideways. And I think Jamie's just about ready to start doing that just a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, to a point. I know that if you push on the sides of these cars, they will turn. So you got to be careful. You got to hit them square. Jamie's so good at that anyways.
Yeah, that's one nice thing though, Terry. You're absolutely right. I mean, if you look at the nose of these cars, you know, the Camaros, they're pretty flat. You start looking down. The only cars I'd really worry about doing that with is with the Supras.
May have had some contact between the 88 and the 41 as the 41 bounces way up towards the wall, able to gather it back up and continues on. Rick, go ahead.
I'm kind of excited to see what was going to happen there. I lost my train of thought, but you know, really, if you look at the nose of these cars, they're pretty flat. I mean, the Chevys, you look at the Mustangs, you know, they're kind of rounded. It's not too bad, but you look at the Supras. The Supras are got a little fine point to them, just a little bit. So, you know, pushing with those might be a little iffy, but yeah, I think you're right, Terry. I think you can definitely, you know, bump draft with these things a little bit better, but you do have to be careful.
Oh, Corey Sherman just got touched. Corey Sherman, I'm sorry. Dalton Kilroe. Oh boy, I might have to go to bed after this. I don't know who the hell's behind him.
Oh, we got pit stops happening. I believe we have pit stops happening. Jamie Walker peels it down. 6 laps to go. Wasn't going to be able to make it.
Old gap finder D's, he's probably going, man, maybe I should have came in. I'm not sure. Right now, Dalton Kilroe running hard on that outside lane with Blake Decker and Cody Moore right behind him. And you guys might as well throw in Derek Paulson back there also.
Yeah, Paulson always ready for a win.
Blake Decker all over the back end of that 41 of Dalton Kilroe.
Teammates, those two. But sometimes you wouldn't know it the way they beat on each other. But it is
correct.
It is to just go faster. That's all it's about.
My question is, does Blake have his water mason jar with him tonight?
I don't see it. I don't see it.
He's got it. Okay.
Blake.
I don't think he had time tonight, though.
Yeah, I forgot to pull up the cameras tonight, too. I'll do that next week.
Nick Okie having a bit of an issue again, but able to stay out of the way. That Ford ill handling.
Big move by Gapfinder D's up there. I know that's his nickname, if I remember correctly, on Discord. Gapfinder. He just made a huge move on Dalton Kilroy to move up, but now Dalton Kilroy says, hey, listen, if you don't want the inside lane, I'm going to take it. And now there goes the F-Cancer number 41, Dalton Kilroy.
Well, this time in the race, do you really want to be up front?
That is the question. And
3 laps to go.
Yeah, four laps to go here. The 41 getting it done. The defending series champion from last season, the 41 of Dalton Kilroy, leading the way, and he is looking for some cash. But it's not over yet. 3.5 laps to go. And look at Jason Powell. Powell right on the back bumper now of the 41. Marquis Smith slides into a top 5. He's running 4th.
Ooh, huge news, guys. Brian D is short on fuel.
Everybody's going to be looking now. Everybody's got to look and see if they're going to have enough to make it. Some of these guys may have been able to save enough, like the 41 who was towards the back for a good portion of this race. Maybe he's saved enough.
D's hanging way up towards the wall, guys. He wants to get down there to, oh.
Watch that 41, guys. Jason Powell just said he's with him. I don't know if he's pitting, which I wouldn't see why he would. Oh, now might as well go for it.
I mean, if you don't have enough fuel, you don't have enough fuel.
Right. You know, guys, something I'm watching the 44. He's starting to creep up. He's creeping up on his back on that pack.
He sure is.
I wonder if he was back there saving fuel.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Bockover is up into the conversation, as he is right behind the 09 of James Miller.
Two laps left. Here comes Blake Decker, Cody Moore on the outside. Paulson moves up to help him out. Ty Morosco right behind him. Bockover moves up.
Oh, this one's going to get good.
Ooh.
Good run off the corner for the 41, Dalton Kilroy, as he opens up a little bit of a lead over Blake Decker on the outside.
Final lap, guys. Here we go.
And we do have green white checkers, guys, so
now we got some 3-wide racing.
Here we go. It's going to get hot and heavy now. The 41, the 92 battling it out for a lead. The 24 trying to push on the outside. Now we're going to 3 lanes. The 92 gets a little squirrely from the push on the 24. And the 92 of Blake Decker takes over the race lead. Drops down to the inside. The 44 comes out of nowhere. Aaron Bockover up the 3rd spot. He's in the middle. Aaron Bockover trying. Oh, he gets spinned. It's a big one now happening. The race win's going to go to Blake Decker.
Wow.
Blake Decker, Cody Moore, and Dalton Kilroy, your top 3.
And you got Marquis Smith, James Miller, Jordan McAvoy, Ty Morosco, Derek Paulson, Aaron Bockover looks like in 9th right now. Jason Powell rounding out that top 10, guys.
What a finish.
Where is he?
And if that's the way the season's going to go, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube, don't you dare miss a race. Wow. He's not old Woodside anymore right now. He's old Camo side. Blake Decker gonna win this one. And he is in the money.
Guys, we have Nick Kie up in the infield care center.
Well, let's talk to him real quick. Hey, Nick. Nick.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing okay, bud. What was going on with you tonight?
I have no excuse for what happened under caution there. I just ended up going right up into the wall. I don't know what happened there.
Tough night for you, but luckily not a points race. That's next week. Do you feel like you may have figured some stuff out here tonight?
What not to do.
Okay.
And how to embarrass yourself.
Uh-huh.
The last time I tried coming out, I checked my relative, and they came up with a lot quicker than I thought they would. That's why I dove off track and got on the brakes to make sure I didn't pull out a caution right there, just to let them keep racing. But besides that, I'm just gonna sit here in the pits and let them race it out.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on making it through it. It was a tough night for you, but you know, you kept your driver's helmet on and you kept going. So good job there.
Thank you, and you all you guys up there do a great job. And I just want to thank BPL, Mark Arthur, Sam. They put a lot of hard work. It's a great league. It was just a real bad day for me, and I apologize for the disappointment.
No disappointment, buddy. Never happens. All right, Nick Okie, we're going to put you back down. We got some post-race interviews to get to, guys, and we're going to do it pretty darn quick here. Let's get Dalton Kilroe, Cody Moore, and Blake Decker ready to roll.
I'm failing on my thing. I forget that we have Skittles Victory Lane there.
Yeah.
At least these guys made it easy. They're all right there in Lost Cause Motorsports.
There you go. Makes it very easy. All right, let's get third place finisher up here. It is Dalton Kilroe and Terry. I believe you got a hold of him.
Yes, sir. Dalton Kilroe, Chris, Rick, Terry up in booth. You got us?
10-4.
Dalton, pretty good race, man. I thought we thought you had it there until a little bit of incident right through there. Walk us through that a little bit, if you would.
Yeah, towards the end of that race, Jason Powell was giving me some really good runs down there towards the bottom. We had that one incident that coming out of 2 that kind of shook the field up, and I took that as my opportunity to get down there. I think Powell got hot and wasn't able to quite push me, and then everybody just started coming up on the outside, and it was just me trying to hold on. And I'm just glad that, you know, as a team, me, Blake, and CD were able to come home 1, 2, 3 and have just a good execution on the strategy, be up at the front, and you know, just have a good finish between the three of us.
Yeah, I seen Jason back down, or actually go below the line, and man, you just went backwards from there. But good job on the third place. That gives you, my friend, $36 for the night. So what a total loss, bud. You got third place and $36 out of it. So what do you got on the card you want to thank?
Well, I gotta thank Daddy's Barbershop for being my little sponsor. I gotta thank TRJ Pay to Win Setups, Michael Falk Racing Designs, you, Chris, Rick, everybody else at Turn 3. You guys are doing awesome with broadcasts. You did it all last year, and you're starting off good this year. I hope we were able to get you guys a good show. And thanks to everybody for coming out and watching.
All right, brother. Well, Daytona next week. All of us gonna be on track together, man, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking for the exact same thing, and I got one guy in my he's in my race channel right now. He was spotting for me, Mr. Hayden Wheeler. He was trying to help guide me through all the chaos there at the end, and was.
Well, congratulations, bud, and let's say I will see you next week on track.
10-4, man. See you then.
Driver of the number 41, Dalton Kilroe, bringing it home in third spot. In second spot, Rick, I believe you got a chance to talk to the new guy.
I did. Cody Moore, driver of the number 24. You got Rick, Chris, and Terry up in the booth. You got a copy, brother.
I got a copy.
Hey, man, first, welcome to Blazing Pedals. Second, what a heck of a night here tonight. You moved up 18 positions to come in second there. Tell us about your race a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it really was my teammates. Dalton was just on point with the calls, and like I said, it was my first race, so I was just trying to help out however I could. And when we got the run, I just stayed on him, and it ended up working out.
Excellent, man. Hey, listen, well, you got a good guy right there calling out stuff. And last year's champion, if I remember correctly, Terry forgot, but I believe it was 8 races that he won. I know there was a bunch, so he knows his way around. I mean, new cars, nothing to worry about, man. But congratulations once again. Welcome once again, and we look forward to talking to you more this season. Is there anybody on that 24 you'd like to thank?
No, like I said, just my teammates, and I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, buddy. Hey, well, listen, next week we're right back here, so good luck.
I got one thing for CD.
Yep.
Hey, CD, this is Terry. You wouldn't have been in this race, you wouldn't have wrecked me.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, buddy. It was all good. I had fun. So congratulations on that second, bud.
Terry, how much money did Cody win tonight?
Oh, Cody. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Cody. Don't go nowhere. You won in second place. That's a $60 payout tonight, buddy.
Nice. I'll take it. I appreciate it, guys.
That's a hell of a way to start a season, bud. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All right, Cody Moore, driver of the number 24, bringing it home in second spot tonight. And that leaves us with just one person to talk to. It is the driver of the number 92. We used to call them old wood sides, but right now it's looking more like the old camo sides. Blake Decker, how about it, brother?
Oh, how about it? Oh, my Lord. That was one crazy race. Perfectly executed by our team. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty insane, especially here. It's rare to see that.
You didn't give away the secrets for next week, did you?
I don't think it's really a secret. Stay out of trouble until the closing laps. Keep your car clean. It's not much of a secret. But we executed really well. I think. Oh, shit. I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm so.
I watched you take your VR off. I watched you move your hair back. I watched you take a big breath. And all this stuff I get to see because we'll start it up next week. But the cameras, and I appreciate you guys being on there, even though I wasn't going to use it tonight. But man, the one thing I don't see, and Rick brought it up during the broadcast, where's the lucky water tumbler?
The lucky what? Oh, the mason jar.
The mason jar.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I needed the mason jar. I think I got my lucky deer head.
Oh, okay.
Started a new water bottle. I wasn't winning with the mason jar, so I figured I'd try something new out. So that's always a plus, and I think it gave me a little extra boost, nitrous, if you will.
There you go.
Don't get me wrong, though. I think last season you were not in VR all season, were you?
I was in VR for about half the season, but
yeah.
I tell you, it was hard to transition at first from monitor to VR. But now that I'm on VR, I could not go back to monitor to save my life. It's so weird. I tried it the other day, and no, never again.
Yeah,
we find the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, listen, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. I'm very proud of you. But yeah, dump the mason jar because when you're in VR, you need something with a really long straw, just so you know. Okay, that's the only tip I can give you.
I noticed that. I don't know if y'all picked up on me. I tried to sip on that thing during the race, and I was like hitting my headset and everything. I had to lean my head all the way back. It was an experience.
Well, buddy, you come away winning a little bit of money tonight. Terry, how much?
Well, Blake, first off, I want to ask you, are you going back racing for real this season?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll let you go ahead and have the whole 120.
Dang. That's a way to start your season off, bud.
Yeah, it's definitely a hell of a way to start the season, but sadly, it's not a points race. I hope to have the same outcome next week. Just a really good start to the season. I want to carry this momentum forward.
There you go. And who do you have on the 92 that you need to thank tonight?
Oh, God, who isn't there to thank? My grandfather, obviously, first and foremost. Tim at TRJ Karting, he's done so much for this league, and I can't thank them enough. Who else? Other than that, Mark and Sam, they do a great job up in race control. And my teammates, Dalton and Cody, they did a phenomenal job working with us this whole race. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better executed race to get your team 1, 2, 3, you know?
Yeah, no, it was absolutely perfect. And we look forward to seeing it happen again, maybe next week, Blake.
Thank you guys, too. You guys make a hell of a broadcast.
All right, brother. It's our pleasure every single week. Congratulations once again on the victory. We'll let you go down and celebrate with your friends there. And guys, next Sunday night, it is the real deal, the real Daytona next week for the Blazing Pedals. Rick, Terry, any last words before we kick out of here?
I have one thing. I just want to give this fourth place.
Just take over the second chair spot. That's okay, buddy.
You just don't worry about it. This is important stuff, okay? Fourth place, Marquis Smith. He also won money. It'll be $12 for him. James Miller, driver of the 09 car, fifth place tonight. He also gets money of $12. So a big shout out to Tim at TRJ Karting for putting all that money together for these top 5 guys, plus our first stage winner. And I cannot remember who done that. Oh well.
Well, we'll get all of that and we'll have it here for next week. And
Yeah,
man,
but that's all I got.
what a way to finish this one up, Rick.
Yeah, it really is, man. I mean, it's good to be back. Like I said, it's great to see the league growing. A lot of new names, man. But next week, Chris and Terry, I mean, Terry especially, you're going to have 41 other drivers out there with you. I mean, your charters are totally locked up and filled. So you guys have a full field. You guys did something that NASCAR can't even do. They, get 42 cars out there. And so get ready for it, man. And I'm excited to be back and can't wait to be back here next week at Daytona.
Same here, buddy. I am excited to get this season started.
And do something with that 86 car. Somebody else can paint it, okay?
I don't want nobody else to paint it. I like the way well, see, if I go to Ford, then I know you won't paint it.
I don't own those.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Keep it at that, guys.
All right. That's going to do it right here from us at at Turn 3 Racing Network. You watched the TRJKarting.com Blazing Pedals clash at Daytona. Next week, it is the season opener right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. For Rick and Terry, we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. It has been an incredible ride. Can't wait to get this season going. Thank you very much, and we will see you again next week.